I'm JD, and what we're going to be doing today is graphing an inequality. The inequality is 5x plus 3y is greater than or equal to 15. So if you would, pause the video and see if you can try this one on your own. Alright. So, this is in standard form, so the best way to do standard form is to graph it is by using the intercepts. So if I graph it, and if I use the intercepts, put that aside for now. If I'm looking for the x-intercept, that means my y is 0, and then my x is going to be some number. 5 times x equals 15, so what does x have to be equal to? Right, it has to be equal to 3. So let me do a little table. When my y is 0, that means my x is equal to 3. Now let me make x 0. Now we're looking for the y-intercept. When my x is 0, that means my y has to be equal to, simply divide both sides by 3, and you get 5. So the x-intercept is 3, and the y-intercept is 5. Now, since this is an or equal to, that means it's going to be a solid line. So let me graph the line. Whoops. Or shifted on me. There we go. Solid line, because it's an or equal to. Now, let's determine where to graph. So I'm going to use a test point. Since 0, 0 does not fall on the line, I'm going to use that. I plug in 0, 0 into here. That's going to cancel these out. So 0 greater than or equal to 15. Is that a true statement or is that a false statement? Right, it would be a false statement. So that means I don't shade in this region, I shade in the opposite region. So I shade in above. Now when it's y equals, when it's y less than or y greater than, then it's very straightforward. You know, if it's greater, y is greater than or equal to, or y greater than, it's going to be above. If it's y less than, or y less than or equal to, then it's going to be below the line. Now, sometimes that's the case when it's in standard form, but not always the case. Here, it's greater than, it's above. You can't say that always when it's in standard form. And the reason for that is because a little thing called a negative sign right here. It's always best, if you're going to do that trick, to solve for y. And be careful, whenever you divide both sides by a negative number, that means you have to flip the inequality sign. That's pretty much it.